Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. We've got a special video. Now, normally our videos come at 10:30 a.m. during the weekdays, but we've got a special one right now. It's 2:57 a.m. on the East Coast, 11:57 Pacific, and the embargo is lifted on Doomsday Clock #1, DC Comics' next maxi-series that promises to mash up the Watchmen universe and DC universe in, like, some way. We don't know. Honestly, after this, I'm still not 100% sure what we can expect over the 12 issues. For now, for those who don't know, basically the DC Universe after New 52 was reworked a bunch in Rebirth. Now everything points to possibly Dr. Manhattan is the one that's pulling the strings. But is he? We don't really know. Beyond that, we've had all kinds of strange things like the comedian's bloody button being in the Batcave, Batman having Rorschach's journal has been teased. We also have Mr. Oz being afraid of some mysterious force that's coming down the road and wanted to get Superman out of there so he wasn't destroyed. Could that be Dr. Manhattan again that we're talking about? We don't know. Tim Drake was taken off the field by Mr. Oz and then, reunited with the Batman universe. Basically, all these things have been kind of like hinting as to what's to come, some big giant story, and this is the next chapter in that. I would say the previous chapter of this was the Oz Effect, the one before that was the Button, and basically if you've got Rebirth, that and that, you probably will have a good idea as to where things are going, or at least where they've been, at least the big important stuff. Plus there's been things that have been hinting at in Titans and Teen Titans. Basically the entire DC Universe has been hinting at what's to come, and this is possibly it. I'm not quite sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. So basically what we have here is a sequel to Watchmen, that amazing work by Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. I know a lot of people like cringe that there's prequels and now what I'll call is a sequel to Watchmen out there, but you know what? You're missing out on some good comics and that's your problem. Now, Doomsday Clock is written by Geoff Johns with art by Gary Frank, colors by Brad Anderson, letter by Rob Lay, and lenticular covers by Dave Gibbons, original artist of Watchmen, so Dave Gibbons is leased in on this. What do I say about this that doesn't spoil it? We're not allowed to spoil this until Wednesday. I'm going to respect that. Basically, this is a sequel to Watchmen in every sense of the word. Basically, at the end of Watchmen, there was the big alien attack. The world came together about this alien attack. But what happened after that? That's what Doomsday Clock #1 answers. What is this world like? And you can guess by the title Doomsday Clock and the fact that we've got, a couple minutes to midnight indicates that shit's not very good at this point, that things have gone wrong, that Adrian Veidt's plan isn't maybe exactly what he expected. Asmodeus's plan didn't go the way he wanted, and that's what this issue is about. Where is the world of Watchmen after the attack? And everything is explained. I know people saw this and said the use of the word undeplorable doesn't make sense. What the hell is the comedian doing running around? All of that is explained, and not only is that explained, it's done really, really well. It as much as Watchmen kind of poked and reflected on the Reaganism and Thatcherism of the 80s, this one is reflecting on Trumpism of this year, or last 2 years. It makes sense that the word undeplorable was used. This is the follow-up of that. I think this is 1992 is when this takes place. This is an alternate timeline. I mean, in Watchmen world, it was what, Nixon had 4 terms at that point. Who follows up after Nixon is president? Like, all that stuff is explored and done in a way that I think really enhances and makes this an interesting series. It's a very interesting start. And basically, the gist of the story is comedian gets together a group and wants to go save his world, go save the planet where the minutes are clicking to midnight. And for those who don't know that expression, there's this group that basically does a little mathematics and figures how close the world is to destruction. It's been ticking closer these last, 11 months, something like that. We moved closer. This and what original Watchmen played off of that really well. This is playing off of that as well. The politics is there, which directly reflects the original. The characters are there. There's twists and turns. It's everything I hoped it would be. and so much more. To say this exceeded expectations is an understatement. I looked forward to it. You know, I wanted to read it and see what was going on. Now, not only do I want to read it, like, I am excited to read this. I want to see where this goes and what they pull off with this. You know, the eventual meetup that we're expecting between the DC universe and the Watchmen universe isn't in this first issue. This is completely focused on the Watchmen's world and what's going on. So basically, this is an excellent sequel to catch you up as to what the hell is going on in that world and where things stand, and set up where things are going. We know the mission, we know the players, we just don't know how the hell this is going to happen. And you know what? To say that I am excited and I want to see where this goes is a complete understatement. This is fantastic, wonderful, awesome, and yeah, this I like. This is just, it's just fantastic. You know, we'll be diving in a lot on this. I think Wednesday, when we can do a little bit more spoilers, we might talk about some of the concepts more on the this actual issue and some of the things inside. I mean, the thing that's really difficult about this is reviewing this in a way where I don't reveal anything. And what makes this issue fantastic is all the stuff that's revealed. You know, this is going to be a series I think that people are going to love, or they're going to hate, or they're probably going to hate to love. And you know, I'm along for the ride. And you know, I'm strapped in. You got me, DC. This was exceeded expectations. I think this was really, really cool. Not just the story that you get, you also get some back material. The original Watchmen did this fantastic job of you know, tying in this pirate story. While there's no like backstory like that, there is a lot of material like newspaper clippings and things like that that just fleshes out the story in the world even more so in a way that I think like, you know, really builds things into something special. So this issue is not just, this is a must buy. Like, if you're going to the comic book shop this week, if you're going to go get your comics digitally or whatever, this is one that's going to be on your pile. This one is going to be one everyone's going to be talking about. So go do it. Like, I'm sure there's going to be people hating on this. I'm sure there's going to be people calling this, you know, a cash in or whatever. Don't pay any attention to them. Trust me, I think those who watch these reviews, that understand these reviews, know I don't bullshit, and I'm pretty spot on in the general consensus of things. This is really good. It's if you were basically a fan of Watchmen, you're going to at least dig this first issue, because I think it sets up a lot and answers a lot of questions about what happened after the alien attack. So, Wednesday, go get this. Go to one of those special parties, go to one of those launch parties, and have fun and just enjoy your comics, and check out what the beginning of what seems to be a very fascinating ride. Of course, I want to thank DC Comics for hooking us up with this. You know, obviously they did, since we've got it a few days early. They also sent us some pancakes. You know, we're going to have a video about the pancakes and the syrup. I've promised that. So watch one in the future. It's going to be really interesting because I can't cook worth shit. So all this might burn down in that video, in which case, it's going to be a hell of a thing to watch. But if you're into this, if you want to go get Doomsday Clock, go to your local comic book shop. Go hit them up, see if they're having like a midnight launch for this. A lot of them are special events. They're going to have giveaways, all kinds of cool stuff. Go, you know, obviously hit up your local shop. You can go use this link beneath this video, put in your zip code, and it'll tell you if there is a shop near you. Now, if you have no shop near you, we've got some affiliate links beneath this video, and those are affiliate links, so we do get a small percent. I want to thank DC Comics again for this. I'm not going to open this up. I'm not going to show pages. You know, go to our site, Graphic Policy, for that. We'll have previews there. We're going to actually have a written review there that will be as live at the same time of this video. You can get some preview stuff there. Go check that all out there. This, I just want to, you know, basically, hopefully you can see the excitement that I really want to discuss this comic and can't. So go get this. So again, thank you, DC Comics. Thank you all for watching. If you're into Watchmen, if you're into DC Comics, if you're into comics in general, hit us up at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, I have to ask, who watches The Watchmen? Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.